Getting a first look at what will be a $12 million park in Sauk Prairie. And there's 3 new cases of coronavirus in the U.S., what officials are saying needs to be done. Plus, a local church celebrates the renovation of its pipe organ with a special concert.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining News 3 Now. I'm Amanda Quintana. Sauk Prairie is campaigning to build a $12 million park. As of today, more than half of that cost has been raised. And as Gabriela Vaquera shares, so far it's all thanks to donations.
Creating memories to last a lifetime.
All of us can really capture a moment within a park. We can think about our first time we hit a home run, or the first time we went on a swing, or the walk with grandma.
Sauk Prairie is building a multi-million-dollar park to be the place where those memories are made.
We wanted a community park for everyone in Sauk Prairie.
Friends of Sauk Prairie Parks and Recreation Vice President John Lehan says this park space is much needed in their community.
We are 42 acres short of parkland for a community our size. We also track a lot of the youth sports here and a lot of their uses. So what that does is we have 2.5 times the amount of use on our athletic fields.
The group is efforting to build the park solely from donations.
So our goal right now is to raise as much as we can privately. Our goal is to not be a tax burden, but to really encourage our business and our individuals to commit as much as we can.
The Culver family donated $5 million.
Without them, we wouldn't be able to do this project.
Earning naming rights of Culver Community Park.
It truly shows their compassion for Sauk Prairie, and we are so incredibly thankful to them for that.
While the Culver family may be known for their Butterburger and cheese curds, Marietta Ryder says it's that compassion they'll be remembered for.
The legacy that they leave behind for future generations that I think so many people will be appreciative of, and hopefully help support all of their businesses as well.
In Sauk City, I'm Gabriela Vaquera, News 3 Now.
Culver Community Park will consist of facilities that will be operational all year round. Friends of Sauk Prairie Parks and Recreation expect the park to be built by 2023. The CDC has confirmed a 5th case of the coronavirus in the U.S. That's after 3 new cases were verified today, 2 in California and 1 in Arizona. The 2 previously confirmed cases are in Illinois and Washington state. Health officials say all 5 patients had recently traveled to Wuhan, China, the virus epicenter. One of the California patients realized they were probably at risk.
The infected person presented themselves immediately for care at LAX airport once they noticed they weren't feeling well.
About 100 people are being tested for the virus in the U.S., but most test results have been negative. At this time, there's more than 2,800 confirmed cases of the coronavirus and 80 deaths in China. Cases are confirmed in 50 countries, including France and Australia, as well as the U.S. There are full or partial lockdowns in 15 Chinese cities in an effort to maintain the virus's spread. Let's turn it over to Dana Fulton now with your first alert forecast. Not too cold outside today, Dana.
Not too cold at all. A little cloudy, but pretty mild with our temperatures. And if you liked where we were at today, some good news as we look ahead to the work week. Temperatures are really going to stay in the same spot for our overnight lows and our afternoon highs. We were above average for both Saturday and for this afternoon. Now, our high-resolution Doppler's quiet, even with that mostly cloudy sky. Not expecting anything new to build in overnight. Temperatures are going to hold pretty steady in the mid-20s. And then for your Monday, plan on a cloudy sky with mild temperatures. We'll take a closer look at your full work week, though, in just a few minutes. Amanda?
Thank you, Dana. 2 people are in custody in North Dakota in connection with a missing child case in Trumpealeau County. Authorities say 34-year-old Jessica Cleesby and her brother, 52-year-old James Cleesby, were arrested without incident last night for kidnapping her toddler child. Officials say they found their car at a motel in Cooperstown in eastern North Dakota. Cleesby's 1-year-old Sawyer Jacobs was found unharmed in their motel room. The sheriff of Griggs County in North Dakota says Cleesby had lost custody of her son because of drug use. Police in Glendale are investigating a deadly shooting at a busy shopping center.
Cheesecake Factory, our caller said in the parking lot by U.S. Bank, she just watched a man get gunned down.
It happened this morning at the Bayshore Town Center. A 30-year-old Milwaukee man was killed. Shoppers couldn't believe it happened in such a busy area.
For starters, it's a surprise seeing, like, in the area that it's happening in.
So far, no one has been arrested. Police are still investigating what led up to the shooting. Milwaukee police are also investigating the death of a 3-month-old baby who was brought to a police station this morning. Officials say the unresponsive infant was brought to the front lobby of a station around 8:30. Authorities attempted life-saving measures but were unable to revive that baby. Foul play is not suspected. More local news now. The Midvale Community Lutheran Church here in Madison has been working on an extensive project worth $120,000 over the last 5 years. Church members requested that the church do something with the south wall to improve its seemingly plain look. And as our Jamie Perez shows us, they went from an unimpressive wall to one they were able to proudly show off to hundreds today.
Well, they were able to do all of this through the organ renewal concert this afternoon. They hired a man in Minnesota to refurbish the pipes that were already there and hidden behind acoustical cloth, upgrade the organ, and then remodel the south wall of that church. This is what their completed project looked like today. These are the 33-year-old pipes that went through a major makeover. The pipes are also 16 feet tall. Midvale's organist had mentioned that they had issues with the organ in the past, so this was a much-needed upgrade. Today, hundreds of church members got to hear these pipes for the first time since the project's completion. The organist who broke in those pipes at the concert is Ted Ranke. He earned music degrees from UW Oshkosh and UW Madison. He has been a Madison church musician for the past 50 years, and right now he is an organist at St. Luke's Lutheran Church in Middleton. There's a really packed church tonight to see that concert, something that's clearly meant a lot for the church members there and something that they can continue to enjoy for years to come.
All right, Jamie, thank you so much.
Sure.
Wisconsin United to Amend is recognizing the 10-year anniversary of the U.S. Supreme Court's Citizens United decision by throwing an unhappy birthday party. The 2010 decision allows corporations to spend an unlimited amount of funds on election advertising and communication. State Representative Lisa Subeck says big money should have no place in politics.
The everyday person should not continue to be drowned out by the giant megaphone that the Citizens United decision gave to the wealthiest individuals and to wealthy corporations and special interests.
Subeck, along with Representative Chris Taylor, recently introduced a resolution for the 4th consecutive term that would put the question of Citizens United on ballots statewide. Today's event featured performances by Too Sick Charlie and the Raging Grannies. In August, President Trump told then National Security Advisor John Bolton he wanted to continue holding military aid to Ukraine until the country helped with investigations into Democrats, including Joe Biden. That's according to the New York Times, citing multiple people's descriptions of an unpublished draft manuscript by Bolton. If true, Trump's statement would tie the U.S. military and aid freeze with his request for an investigation by Ukraine, all of which is at the center of the Senate's current impeachment trial. A Bolton spokesperson says the draft of the book was, quote, transmitted to the White House for pre-publication review by the National Security Council, but declined to comment on the book's contents. The president's impeachment trial continues tomorrow afternoon after a heated first 5 days. Today on Meet the Press, lead House manager Representative Adam Schiff said he felt threatened by a tweet from President Trump early this morning, calling Schiff, quote, a very sick man who has not paid the price yet for what he has done to the country.
What may be personal, though, and I think I have to be very candid about this, is I made the argument that it's going to require moral courage to stand up to this president. And this is a wrathful and vindictive president. I don't think there's any doubt about it. And if you think there is, look at the president's tweets about me today, saying that I should pay a price.
Alan Dershowitz, a member of the president's defense team, went on Fox News this morning saying the House managers didn't come close to alleging impeachable offenses during their 3 days of arguments this week.
They completely failed to meet that high constitutional standard, and therefore it would be unconstitutional to remove a president based on the allegations that were made against him in the articles of impeachment.
Legendary NBA player Kobe Bryant, his 13-year-old daughter, and 7 others were killed in a helicopter crash today in Calabasas, California. A team of investigators from the NTSB is investigating the scene tonight. They say the helicopter slammed into a hillside and burst into flames, causing a brush fire. Deputies and fire officials raced to the scene of the crash, where the wreckage was still smoking hours after that tragic incident.
On behalf of the NTSB, I'd like to extend our deepest sympathies to those who lost loved ones in this tragic event.
Thousands gathered in Los Angeles outside the Staples Center, where the Lakers play, to mourn the man who dazzled fans on the court for 2 decades. Bryant, who was 41 years old, went straight from high school to the NBA and spent his entire career with the Lakers. Bryant retired in 2016 as the 3rd leading scorer in NBA history, a milestone passed by LeBron James last night. His final tweet, a message of support last night to James, saying, "Continuing to move the game forward. Much respect, my brother." Fans, celebrities, and athletes around the world are mourning the loss of Bryant, including former President Barack Obama. Obama called Bryant a legend on the court, saying he was just getting started in a, quote, second act that included dabbling in music, TV, and several businesses. Kobe Bryant was 41 years old. We'll be right back.
How does the automatic emergency braking in the Chevy Equinox work?
What?
Can you tell me how lane keep assist with lane departure warning works?
Lane departure warning? What is that exactly?
Kids may not know about the 2020 Chevy Equinox's standard safety features, but every parent should.
Get $3,750 cash allowance on most Equinox models. Plus, current GM owners can get an additional $750 cash allowance. And eligible GM card members get $1,000 in bonus earnings.
The biggest and best RV event in the Midwest is back. The News 3 Now. Madison Camper and RV show and sale. See over a mile's worth of RVs, camping equipment, and campgrounds under one roof. Tickets are just $10, and kids are free. Seniors, you're welcome at half price on Friday. Meet Gridiron Great Gilbert Brown Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Find out more and get your VIP ticket at MadisonRVShow.com. See you at the Alliant Energy Center, January 31st, February 1st, and 2nd.
When you don't have a safe place to come home to, nothing in your world seems right.
This is a place that I call my home.
Help turn things around for a child. Become a foster parent.
Shop Grand Appliance and TV now for the area's guaranteed lowest prices on appliances, plus up to $675 in additional Grand exclusive savings on top appliance brands. Sale items include this Frigidaire hidden control dishwasher for just $3.98, this Maytag high-efficiency top-load washer for just $5.98, or this Samsung counter-depth French door refrigerator for just $12.99. Shop now and save. Grand Appliance and TV. You make it home, we make it grand.
Start the new year with great deals from Jeep and Don Miller. It's the Start Something New sales event on now. Get the 2020 Jeep Compass Latitude 4x4. Lease for only $299 per month, 42 months, 10,000 miles a year. $2,500 plus taxes and fees due at signing. The 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited with heated leather seats. There's great selection. Over $4,000 off MSRP after all discounts and rebates and your own Don Miller deal. Don Miller, Madison and Dane County's Jeep headquarters. Odana Road, Madison.
Hi, folks. Hattie's tracking more snow chances in the week ahead. She'll have the latest in her first alert forecast.
And Monday is the first day you can file your taxes, but is your refund going to be smaller this year?
We'll have the answer Monday morning.
See you starting at 4:30.
Welcome back. The U.S. Census Bureau says it still needs to fill nearly 25,000 more jobs for census taker positions throughout the state of Wisconsin. Census takers will be hired to work in their communities and go door to door to collect responses from those who do not respond to the 2020 census online, by phone, or by mail. Officials say the job pays $17 to $24 an hour and has flexible hours. We have more information on our website, channel3000.com. Meanwhile, the Better Business Bureau says to beware of census application scams. Scammers are posting about open jobs on the web and on social media, then asking to be paid fees for applications and training. They say that is a dead giveaway that it is a scam. Federal agencies never charge application fees. The Census Bureau also doesn't charge for training or ask you to buy any equipment that you may need. The Wisconsin Kids Snowmobile Racing Association and the Wisconsin Kitty Cat Racers seasons are wrapping up, but not before the racers have a few final runs.
My favorite part is the racing is that I get to go fast. Going fast.
It's super fun, fast, and it's fun to hang out with friends.
The groups have been around for years, giving kids between the ages of 4 and 15 the opportunity to race, have fun, and learn some lessons along the way. Racers come mostly from Wisconsin, but also from neighboring states like Illinois and Iowa. The season comes to a close next weekend with the state championship at the Wapaka County Fairgrounds. Let's get a look at your first alert weather. Dana, it's so nice that the snow is still here, but it's not too cold to be out and have fun in it.
Exactly. There's so many snowmobilers around the Black Earth area today. Snowmobiling and ice fishing still on my list for this winter. Still got to get out for that. We're expecting